Okay guys, so I'm back with another video. This is going to be a very natural, easy look, just using a few colors. So starting with Laura Mercier, this is the tinted moisturizer. This is the oil-free one. Love this product. It's a tinted moisturizer, but it has pretty decent coverage, and it works best with your fingers, in my opinion. So I'm using that, and then I wanted a little more coverage, so I'm mixing it with Vitalumiere Aqua by Chanel, just a little bit, and I'm just kind of putting that on the cheeks and the areas that I like to have a little more coverage, but you'll do whatever you're comfortable with. So I just blend that in. Again, I think this foundation works best with fingers as well, so it's really easy for on the go when you don't want to bring lots of brushes with you. And then I use a beauty blender just to kind of meld everything together and make sure everything's blended in into the skin and it's not sitting on top of my face. Next, I'm using a little bit of under eye concealer. This one is a Benefit one, and now I can't remember the name of it, but I will put it in the description box. And it's got kind of like a peachy tone, so it works really great for under the eyes where you tend to be a little blue. And now I'm just buffing it in with a Sigma F80. Again, you can use your fingers, you can use a beauty blender. This is just kind of my personal preference. I'm taking a little bit of eye primer. This is the Lorac one. You can use any eyeshadow primer you like. I do recommend using an eye primer because I do think it makes your eyeshadow just blend better and look better. Moving on to brows, this is MAC Lingering Brow Pencil, and I won't say a whole lot about brows because I pretty much do the same brow in every video, every day. Nothing really changes for me, but if I'm doing a natural look, I do like to do the brows first before any of the eyeshadow because the brows are really important. I want them to look natural. I pencil them in and then I go over with a little bit of the Anastasia brow powder, and I find that doing the pencil and then the powder over it, it just looks the most natural, and that way you can kind of blend in that pencil so you don't have that waxy look, but the powder sticks a little better. Okay, so this is my new favorite eyeshadow. It is MAC Orb, and it doesn't look very special. I'm sorry, I just showed you for like half a second. It's basically my skin color, but it's a satin finish, and I find it's my new favorite base lid color. So I just put it all over the lid, very liberally. I think I'm going to go through this pretty quickly. Then I'm taking MAC Bamboo, which is just a shade or two lighter than my skin tone, but it's got like a warm undertone, which, as you know, if you've ever seen my other videos, I always like to use something kind of warm in the crease, and I'm just buffing that into the crease. Pretty much where the crease is where the mobile lid meets the brow bone. And I'm using a fluffy brush, and I'm just using circles. So you can see I'm just starting to sculpt out my lid, just working with what I've already got, using the shape of my eye as my guideline. And y'all do the same. Everybody's eyes are a little bit different, so y'all just get to know your eyelid and just follow the shape, just buff it in, blend it in, and you're kind of making your own eye shape look the best that you possibly can. That's really all you're doing when you're sculpting out the lid, because what I do on my lid might not be the same as you do on your lids because we all have different shapes. So you just kind of follow the natural contours. Okay, enough said. I'm just adding it, buffing it in a little by little, adding as much as you like, and it's kind of hard for me to get down with a super natural makeup look. It's not totally my thing, but I'm kind of getting into it. So I just stopped there. Moving on to eyeliner. I always kind of wrap my finger around my head when I do liner. I don't know why, I just do. I kind of like pull my eyelid a little taut, and then I'm getting right under the lash line. So you can't really see it. It's just under the lash line, and it just gives a little more definition, and it adds a little image of like a thickness to the lash line. I'm taking this tight little brush, and I'm taking a brown eyeshadow. This is MAC Espresso, but you can use any brown eyeshadow you like. I like a matte one, but you could really even use a shimmery one. It's really up to you. And I am dragging that under the lash line on the bottom. And I like to use a shadow with a stiff brush instead of a pencil underneath on the bottom lashes. That's what I'm trying to say. I just think it's a little softer, and if you're used to using a pencil underneath, try using an eyeshadow and see how that works for you. Then I'm going back to my fluffy brush and my bamboo again, and I'm going to take that fluffy brush and I'm going to blend it out even more. So if you're not used to having something a little more hazy under your eyes, try it because I find it's very flattering on most people. Moving on to lashes, always have to curl my lashes. Sometimes I put my mascara on and I forgot to curl my lashes, and it's like so unsatisfying. sorry, I'm probably talking to my husband right now, going back in with a little more of that espresso. So I've done orb, I've done bamboo, and then I'm taking the darkest, that brown color, and I'm buffing that just on the outside. So you're kind of going from light to medium to dark. And you can use 2 colors, you can use 3 colors. Okay, little dance break. I always have music going on. That's just me. Anyway, I am taking that skinny brush again. You can use a pencil brush or like a slanty MAC 266. And I'm taking a little bit of that espresso and I'm putting it on the top lash line. So it's super, super soft, not super defined, but there's like a little something, something going on your lash lines on upper and lower. Okay, Benefit Hula bronzer. This is just a nice light to medium skin tone bronzer. Any bronzer you like. I like to do a little bronzing even in the winter, even when I'm going natural. I just find it gives my face a little color, a little definition. Moving on to mascara. Not sure I love this mascara. I've kind of gone back to my Rocket Volume. This is the False Lashes one. It's kind of got one of those like funky paddle brushes, and it's like different bristles depending on how you tilt the brush. I prefer the Rocket Volume. It's a rubber wand. It's my favorite. So I'm just kind of using this one. It's not my favorite. My favorite of all time is the Chanel Le Volume de Chanel. That's the best. Anyhow, moving on. This is Lancome Blush Subtil in Nectar Riche, one of my favorite blushes, and you can see my face just kind of comes alive when I've got a little blush on those cheeks. It looks so much better already. Sometimes I'll skip bronzer and I'll just use this blush because it's kind of got like a tawny brownie tone, so you can get away without bronzer, but I like to use them together. Okay, lip liner. That was really quick, I know. I didn't want to show you lining my lips because I do it all the time. It's In Anticipation liner, and then it is MAC Speeddial lipstick. Okay, zooming out, hair is down. You can see the lips are on. It's kind of bright, I know. I can't stop myself. So you might want to use something a little more nude if you like something, you know, more natural. Then I just went back in with just a little bit more because I just wanted to build up that contour in the lid just a little bit more now that I've got the rest of the face on. So I'm just, again, buffing it into the lid, right into that crease, and I'm using a very, very small amount of product and taking it basically over everywhere I put the eyeshadow to begin with. A little more blush, because again, I can't stop myself, and blush just makes everybody look better. And making the funny face so that I can see where my cheeks are. And that is pretty much it. I hope you like it. Let me know. Have a great new year, and thanks for watching.